A few weeks ago, President Tinubu, disclosed his plans of sharing 8,000 naira to each family, about millions of families in the country. But after a lot of backlash from that, I think the federal government has now re-strategized, and they are now deciding, instead of that, to give 5 billion naira each to each state, and in addition 5 trucks of rice as palliative to each 36 states in the country. Before we go into the details of today's news, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Breaking news: federal government announces 5 billion naira, 5 trucks of rice as palliatives each to Delta, other 35 states and FCT. As part of efforts to alleviate the harsh realities of fuel subsidy removal, the federal government has provided 5 billion naira to each of the 36 states for the procurement of food items. This was disclosed to journalists on Thursday after the month's National Economic Council (NEC) meeting, presided over by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Borno Governor Babagana Zulum explains that it was part of measures to bring temporary solutions to the high cost of living caused by the subsidy removal. He said the state had to purchase 100,000 bags of rice and beans, among other items, adding that each of the states is also to receive 5 trucks of rice. He also said the NEC agrees that the frontier states bordering the Niger Republic are to be assisted with more palliative materials than others, considering the influx of refugees into their domains from the beleaguered neighboring country. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. First of all, how on a day, guys? What's going on in your area? How is the economy in your side? Because just recently I saw a video of someone shared the video online. If you see the crowd of people at the airport, I'm like, what's going on? Is there a war in town that I don't know of? Where are people running to? Where are you going to? Because of the kind of hardship in the country, people are getting visa every single day. I bet you, if we count the number of people that travel out of this country in a single day, I mean permanent people. I don't mean people who are just traveling for work. I mean people that are leaving the shores of this country for the US, UK, Canada, permanently, not coming back. Thousands of people daily, thousands. If you see the crowd at the airport, I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here? You guys, it's so difficult, especially since subsidy removal, and I'm so glad that Tinubu is doing this at this time because it's so timely. Before I go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online from people. Egbojo says it will still enter into the pockets of a political class and not to the people it was meant for, as always. Like, this is usually the worry for most people when government says that they want to do, something that is going to benefit average Nigerian normal everyday citizen. This is usually the concern because this is always what usually happens at the end of the day. It ends up in someone's pocket, someone that was given, for example, 100,000 naira to share to people in their community will pocket everything, or if he did not even pocket everything, he will only share like 50k out of the 100k and pocket the remaining 50,000 naira. That is usually what we see in our environment. May God help us. Mrs. Tokpe Amao says the federal government should supervise this palliative. Don't let it be that of COVID-19 goods that were shared by APC members, as in it is inside the same countries that we are in, that during COVID-19, where people were starving, people could no longer go to work, people were suffering because their livelihood have been taken away from them because of lockdown. Not everybody worked with the government where salary continued to come in at the end of the month, you know and instead of our government to show up for Nigerians just as other countries did, instead, our government kept palliative in warehouses all across the 36 states. They did not share it. I bet you they were waiting for campaign periods so that they are going to give it out to people as if, I'm dashing you, and we are dashing you this. Where other countries were giving their citizens check, money to feed on, our government, they were stinging with palliative. So what's the evidence that this one is not going to be like that? I just hope it doesn't head up that way, because if it does, I bet you people know the way to that warehouse, the warehouse that they are going to keep the same goods. People will find their way there and hijack it as well. Shebi una talk say una get craze for it, people will go there, like it happened in Nasarawa recently. People, hunger is in the land. People do not care. They will enter the warehouses. They will find those warehouses and bring out those palliative, the food stuff that you don't want to share. Another person by the name Ralph says, "Thank God my visa is ready to japa on serious set of animals called government. The main reason why subsidy is being removed is for the government to have enough to spend and loot. Those of you shouting Jagaban, go to Aso Rock and collect your palliative, or you go to your state governor and collect your palliative. After this suffering, if you don't have a connection in government, no palliative. We warned you people, but you refuse to listen." Another person by the name Ifeanyi Moses says, "From onset, Bala Blue have nothing to offer. Just want to answer Mr. President." You all, let me have your opinions in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation over there. Thank you very much, you all, for always listening and watching. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye for now.